Alabama has now jumped in front of Notre Dame. And I think a lot of people are sitting there saying, well, hang on a second. Notre Dame was up 42-3 at one point in that game on Saturday. And yes, Stanford's not great, but it's not like Auburn's incredible either. Both teams had to go on the road. Both teams won the game. One team won convincingly. The other team won in somewhat dramatic fashion. So I think people are having a hard time understanding why this move was made. Well, first of all, I think this move should have been made a couple weeks ago. I told you when we were at Madison Square Garden that I felt like Bama dropping from 4 to 10 seemed a bit aggressive, especially when you take into account where Notre Dame is at right now. Notre Dame's best win is against USC, who currently sits at number 16. That is their only ranked win currently in the top 25. Good win. A win against the top 16 team, to me, is understandable. Yes, they've blown the doors off of everybody they've played as well. So their game control metric is in the top 5 in college football. It's very, very impressive. Their strength of record is sitting at 13. So not that big of a difference between where they're at right now at 10 and where they're at number 13 on the strength of record. The problem is the big gap is in the strength of schedule. And Alabama's strength of schedule is sitting there in a really good spot. Alabama is at number 11. Meanwhile, Notre Dame is sitting there at number 42. So I thought the committee got it wrong a couple weeks ago. I think they've just righted their wrong. The other thing the committee did, and whether they did this consciously, subconsciously, however they did this, it provided a little bit of wiggle room for Alabama in the event in which they lose this weekend. If they lose this weekend close, if they lose this weekend by, say, 7 or less, 10 or less, I don't know. To define close, I have no idea. But Alabama is actually putting something on the line this weekend. So it provides them a little bit of wiggle room for a team that is playing that 13th data point when compared to a team that has not played that 13th data point. It's the exact same thing they did last year for SMU. Now, do I think Alabama's in the field? Yes, I do. I think they are, because I don't think the committee is going to overly penalize a team that already beat the team that they're playing against in the conference title, which means Notre Dame is squarely on the bubble. They need chalk to fly this weekend. They need BYU to lose to Texas Tech. And in the event in which Bama loses to Georgia, will they drop behind Notre Dame? I don't know.